And Texas lawmakers passing a simply unprecedented measure to enforce federal immigration laws without the help of the federal government itself. It is a wildly novel approach that would prosecute federal border laws with state crimes and also allow state police to force migrants back into Mexico. But some judges warn the move violates the U.S. Constitution and it could land Texas back in court. Our Ryan Chandler has more on that story.
We are setting a terrible precedent for the future by invalidating our obedience and faithfulness to our Constitution.
The Senate's Republican chairman of border security warning Texas is going too far.
There is no clause in the U.S. Constitution that says the wrong I believe we are about to commit allows us to step outside the bounds of our oath.
Senator Brian Birdwell stressed their latest border security bill violates the 10th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution by usurping federal authority over immigration. He invoked their sworn allegiance to that Constitution before becoming the only Republican to vote against the bill.
President Biden's failure to obey his oath does not compel us to violate ours.
SB 4 would allow a state judge to deport illegal immigrants. That is plainly unconstitutional, as 30 former federal immigration judges warned on Friday.
This really gets to the heart of what the difference is between a state and a federal government. And there really hasn't been a lot of difference in the courts about whether states can do fundamental immigration enforcement.
Texas is no stranger to court challenges for its border policies. The Biden administration is still fighting Texas's border buoys, which they argue impede on federal turf. Governor Greg Abbott told us he'd invite another challenge over SB 4.
So it would not surprise me at all to see this legislation also be the target of litigation by the Biden administration. The Biden administration will do whatever they can to deny Texas the ability to step up and safeguard our state.
The bill's author acknowledges this is untreaded territory, leaving the issue of constitutionality an open question.
While I agree we are testing and pushing envelopes, the state has every right to protect its citizens and this nation. We will see who is right.
Now, the Senate did pass Senate Bill 4, 17-11 late Thursday night. After its likely passage in the House, the governor says he plans to sign it into law.